How to travel Japan if it is your first trip. That is what we're going to be covering in this video. P.S. Your first Japan trip will break your brain, but in the best way possible. Let's begin, guys. As you guys can see here, this is Fujisan. As you can see here, nice and amazing. Of course, this is one of the most popular first Japan trip destinations for almost every tourist. And then right next to it is the Chorito Pagoda. It's this thing here. Anyway, why listen to me? Okay, you came onto YouTube. Why should you listen to me, right? Here we go. 200k people trust me on social media. I have over 200k followers on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube combined. I know, pretty crazy. My tourist traps to avoid in Japan videos have over 28 million views. I know. And even more than that, I live in a 2-story countryside house with my Japanese girlfriend of 3 years. In the countryside, guys, of Nagoya, to be specific. And I'm actually about to marry my girlfriend. What? Marry Japanese girlfriend, what? So yeah, I figured a few things out for sure. As you guys can see here, this is my amazing Japanese girlfriend. This is me looking sexy like Jason Momoa. And 3 years deep, still can't win an argument in Japanese. Well, at least I can win it in English. Okay. Here's the framework to having an incredible first time experience. This was meant to be a joke. In bed. But it's actually in Japan. Anyways. Framework. We have dream, build, book, trip. There's going to be so many different ways people try to explain traveling Japan. And by you watching all these social media videos, you are now completely confused, overwhelmed, and have no idea how to travel Japan. Am I right or am I wrong? And I was definitely suffering with this as well during my first time in Japan. Like, I honestly had no idea like what to actually do. And then now I've decided to create this little framework, as you can see here. It's a 4-step framework that is going to be an amazing way, a nice, easy way to get you having an unforgettable experience in Japan. So now let's begin. Dream. Why are you going to Japan? This is basically your purpose. You know, why? This is a good question to start with. We go on like, oh no, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. Oh, I need to save all these matcha cafe locations. Nope. We're going to start from the very beginning properly and do it properly this time. You've probably spent months researching and watching Instagram short videos and you still haven't traveled to Japan. Okay, come on. So this is what we're doing. Why are you going to Japan? Is it the anime? Are you a massive fan of anime? You love Totoro? You know Totoro? I'm sure you know what Totoro is. Come on, if you like anime. You like anime, so okay, that's cool. Or do you like matcha? Many people like to go to matcha places, but a big mistake that a lot of people do when it comes to matcha cafes, tea ceremonies and everything is they go to Tokyo for matcha things. You know, Tokyo is full of tourist traps and matcha is not even made in Tokyo. Okay, it's all made in Kyoto or Shizuoka. This is actually where the matcha fields are. Okay, specifically Uji. You guys should definitely check out Uji Kyoto. I'm gonna write it here. Uji. Okay, so that's the first phase of dream. Next, 2 to 3 cities that seem cool. Okay, now this is really simple. You must be like, Joshua, what? How am I gonna book my entire Japan trip? Shh. We're gonna be going absolutely amazing. You're gonna have an unforgettable trip. Just keep watching the video. We're gonna get to it, okay? So 2 to 3 cities that seem cool. Let's say you heard, okay, Tokyo. Everybody knows Tokyo. Okay, let's say Kyoto. Okay. And honestly, people are going to say Osaka, right? Oh yeah, Kyoto, Tokyo, Osaka. That is the golden Illuminati confirmed triangle, right? That is the golden triangle of Japan. That is the central thing. And in my opinion, that is like the worst way to travel Japan. Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka is not how you travel Japan. Maybe it's like a decent idea, but you'll probably come home thinking like, oh, Japan's pretty good, but it's like cities. Japan is just full of cities. It's pretty decent, but you know, I spent like $100 on this animal cafe and I kind of like spent all my money in Kabukicho. Kabukicho is like a red light district. Don't go there. Anyway, guys, I don't recommend going to Osaka. It's a waste of time. And you might be like, what the schmeck? Like, why? I think it's overwhelming. There's just full of tourists and it's not the best first place to go. But anyway, 2 to 3 cities that seem cool. Okay, a good example is Hakone. So Hakone, if you guys don't know what it is, it's like an onsen town, okay? It's really mountainous. And right now the weather is absolutely perfect because it's summer in Japan, okay? It's so freaking hot right now. And if you go to Hakone, it's towards the mountains and they have onsens. Do you know what onsen is? Those are amazing, okay? You need to go to that. Let's continue. Book. First you book your flights, then the transport passes. I don't want to say transport passes. Let's say transport in general, and then second, yeah, that's second. And then third is your hotels. This is last, okay? This is first. Now, why are we doing the flights first? This might seem really stupid or very simple. Why are you doing the flights? Of course I'm going to book the flights. Well, the thing is, you're never going to go to Japan if you don't book the flights. And now that's really basic. But when you book your flights, you've now set in stone a date or a time frame of how long you're going to be in Japan. Most of you guys are going to be doing a round trip. Okay, so you got a little plane here. Let's say this is a plane. I'm not the best drawer, guys. So that looks a bit suspicious. But let's say it's a round trip, okay? Round trip. So you're going to be going to Japan. This is to Japan. And then you're going to go back to your country. This is you. This is your country. So you're going to go to Japan and then you're going to go back to your country. That is the cheapest way to do it. If you're going to do, what's it called, one-time flights, I forgot how to say it. If you do one-time flights, it's going to be more expensive. Maybe a bit more like 100 USD or 200 USD more expensive. So round trips, obviously the way to go. Anyway, once you book that flight, you're going to have to already decide. Either 7 days is going to be a nice short trip. You can only probably explore 2 cities. Okay, unless you do you like to rush around Japan? Well, then you can do 3. But you can choose now. When you're booking your flight, you're going to either choose 7, 14, or 30 days. Usually, the tourist visa is up to tourist visa for, depends on where you're from. But for Australia, America, and those kind of countries, it's like 30 days or 3 months. 3 months or, sorry, not 30 days, 90 days. There you go. So you're going to have to choose. How much is your budget? If you're really short on budget, it's actually really fun to just come to Japan for 7 days. Do a little boys trip. Let's say you only have like 2,000 USD. Do a little boys trip or girls trip if you're a girl. And just visit Japan for 7 days. That is completely fine and a great way to go about it. If you got a little bit more of a budget, you can spend 2 weeks in Japan. Now we are talking. You can go visit some countryside places and even the cities. Of course, you can go see the cities like everyone does, but you actually have time now to visit the countryside areas. Now this is traveling Japan like a local. This is pro. This is traveling Japan like a pro. Hard to do it in 7 days, a bit too quick. 30 days, of course, amazing. But this is like at least, I'd say 8,000 USD, guys. This is 8,000 US dollars, all right? That's a big investment, okay? 8,000 US dollars. This is like a family trip, like a long family trip. Or this is like you really want to immerse yourself in the culture and you're thinking about moving to Japan, that kind of thing. So anyway, you're going to decide how many days you want to spend and you're going to start with the flights. Book those flights immediately, guys. And then the transport. Guys, everyone freaking thinks about the transport. They think that, oh, I need to get my Suica card, and if I don't get my Suica card, I just can't go to Japan, and everything's going to go wrong. Well, the truth is, guys, you don't even need any Suica card to travel around Japan. You could use your own MasterCard, debit card, literally to tap on trains. To go on the Densha means train. To go on the Shinkansen, you don't even need an IC card, I'm pretty sure. You can just literally just get your MasterCard, get a Shinkansen, one-time Shinkansen ticket, and then go. And even in the local areas, there's local areas, right? So we say the Inaka. in Japanese. In Nihongo, locals areas, okay? In these local areas, there is buses. But these buses aren't JR company. It's not part of the JR line. It's a part of like, you know, a separate region of Japan. So you actually can't even use your IC card. I run into that a lot. It's like you go to a more countryside area and you're like, oh, you know, I'm going to go travel like a local now. I'm going to take all the buses. And then you're like, oh, wait, my IC card doesn't even work on the bus. And you're like, sumimasen, like ticket to onegaishimasu. Can I please have a ticket? Because I have no idea what happens. But you're very lucky because the locals are amazing, guys. Japanese locals, they're going to take care of you. Even when you're lost, try to learn some Japanese phrases, of course, which we're going to cover in the same video. But yeah, try to, you know, ask them out. Don't try to ask out a girl, but I'm trying to say, ask the bus and the locals and the train work, the train staff. These people are amazing, guys. The train staff in Japan. They're lifesavers. Lifesavers. I don't know, staff. Okay. Next. This is the third one. We're on to trip now. Oh, sorry, no, this is the fourth one. Trip. And like I was saying, learn some Japanese phrases ASAP, guys. This is how you actually travel Japan. This is how you have an amazing Japan trip. You need to learn some phrases. Even if you mess up, even if you say it wrong. Let's say, arigato gozaimasu. Let's say you say that, oh my goodness, everything, you know, the staff is going to get angry and they're like, oh, you said it wrong. No, they're going to be like chill. They're like, oh, you must mean like thank you. Oh, you know, that's cool. And by having some basic Japanese phrases, just saying something basic like, oh, konnichiwa, you can literally just say, oh, konnichiwa to the train staff. Hi, right? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Literally something so easy. Konnichiwa. I don't know where the train station is. That's level 1. You can say hello, and they respect this, guys. These Japanese people, imagine these Japanese people came to your country and then they said, oh, konnichiwa, ticket o onegaishimasu. You're like, what? Whoa. What are you saying? Why? We're in America or we're in Australia. Why are you speaking Japanese or why are you speaking Chinese? You're going to be a little bit offended or maybe a little bit like, why is this person speaking a different language, right? Japanese people feel the same way. They're like, why is this English person speaking Japanese in my country? Especially when you go to the local areas. Guys, you got to respect the Japanese guys. Japanese people, all right? So we're going to learn some basic Japanese phrases. Things like onegaishimasu. I'm not going to write this in English because it's a pain. But anyway, onegaishimasu means please. When you go up to a counter of this, like 7-Eleven, you can say onegaishimasu or famichiki kudasai. Kudasai means please as well. Anyway, we're going to get into that. But yeah, this is the final step. And it's basically you're in your trip. And even though you're going to be in Japan, there's still so many things for you to learn. Now, here's the action step of this video. Do this now. Stop researching. No more shorts. I know I make most of my videos as short form content. No more shorts, guys. You don't even remember any of the short videos you watch. Everything about Japan just goes in your in, out. And if you bookmark and save all these kind of videos, guys, you're just ruining it. You're just wasting your time and you're not going to look back on it. And if you do look back on it, you're going to be like, oh, I should go to this matcha cafe, and you're just going to get confused. That's why it's a lot more important to simplify your Japan travel journey. Simplify it to like 1 to 2, 3 places. Start with that. And then now research it. Let's say you want to go to like Kyoto. Now do deep research. Go deep into researching this area. Okay? And right here, what we're going to get you to do right now, literally, is we're going to finish 1 day of your itinerary. Now, I want this to be imperfect, okay? This is just like a rough itinerary. It's going to be literally like morning. Let's say you're literally on the matcha cafe, okay? Matcha cafe, great. And now lunch, we're going to say lunch. If we're in Kyoto, let's say we're going to like bamboo area. I mean, it's better to go in the morning, but let's just say this, for example, Arashiyama bamboo forest, very popular area. And then let's say For dinner, we're going to, okay, I can't write there. I don't know why it does that. For dinner, we're going to get gyukatsu. Gyukatsu is katsu beef. It's just like beef katsu. It's great. It's delicious. Definitely check it out, guys. Gyukatsu. And then at nighttime, sorry guys for like writing all over the place. This is the first video like this. Nighttime, you're going to go to the hotel. Okay, just like that. You don't need to book the hotel or say what hotel just yet. We're just going to finish the first day itinerary. And just like that, look at this. Firstly, morning, matcha cafe in Kyoto. So maybe research a matcha cafe. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just search it up in Kyoto. Go to Google Maps. Find a matcha cafe. Boom. Lunchtime. I said bamboo forest, but you can literally go to any famous tourist attraction. Alrighty. And what is this doing? It's not having your entire trip ready and go. It's you getting you confident and building the muscle that you need to plan the rest of your trip. You need to start like this. We need to stop looking at all these short form content and start by making the most stupid, easy itinerary that even a baby could follow. Okay. Now, do you want a full step-by-step roadmap that takes you from being a brand new Japan traveler and takes you to traveling Japan like a local, traveling Japan like a pro, like you live here? You know, I've spent many years living here. I traveled all over the place with my Japanese girlfriend. And now this is what we have for you. This is how you have an unforgettable trip. You join our JQ Japan school community. That's right. On the first link of this video right now is the link to our school community, JQ Japan. We have a literal itinerary builder for you. We have an interactive Japan map. We have an interactive map that is going to make it so easy for you to plan out your trip. We have an interactive Japan map, so you can learn about all these places like Kyoto and things. And then guess what? My Japanese girlfriend and myself is here 24/7 to help you guys in this community. This community has been alive for like 2 months now, and we reached 152 members, guys. 152 members. We're doing really great. And it fills our soul, and it's so purposeful for us to give back to you travelers. We want you to come to Japan respecting our culture, speaking some great Japanese essentials. You don't need to learn the whole language, hiragana, katakana, kanji. You don't need to learn everything. It's about knowing the basics and trying your best. I'm going to get you confident with that, so you have all the survival phrases and the survival kit that you need to have the best Japan trip, guys. And right now, you can literally join for 7 days for free. Risk-free trial, guys. Leave whenever you want. You can try it out. You can try out our courses in it. You can try out our literal app. We have a Japan app, guys. This is never done before. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Tell me if you guys like this format of video. This is the first one like it. It's pretty, been drawing with this tablet and having fun with it. But anyway, guys, stay strong. Bidoo-bidoo.